What's going on, guys? It's Overcome here from Reconstruction Gaming, and today I'm going to show you all the collectibles for Chapter 12 and Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Now, this chapter, a little bit like Chapter 10, I'm going to be doing a lot of from location to location. It's definitely a little confusing. At one point, we're actually going to kind of drive right by one, but in the story progression of it, I'm going to keep it in the when you drive by it with the story progression in mind here, just so it's a little easier for you guys as you're playing through the chapter. So right at the very beginning, you're going to be driving your boat for maybe 15 seconds before you see this little on-ramp to park the boat there, and we're going to grab two here. We're actually going to grab a journal entry right here at this tombstone made out of wood, and then we're going to grab a note off to the right in the little cave. Now, with this chapter being a little confusing and a lot of it open water, I'm going to be doing most of it from location to location, which is why the video is so long. But I just did it so that way it was easier for you guys to follow, because nothing's frustrating more when you're following a guide and you can't find what they're trying to show you. So I'm just going to be safe, and I'm just going to show you most of me driving the boat just to make sure you guys can find it okay. But while I'm going to the next location, I do want to explain to you that there is two chapter-specific trophies in this one. It's called Marco Polo Returns, and another one's called On Porpoise. The Marco Polo Returns is you just got to swim in a certain little bay, which I will be putting up a video for. And then there's another one, the On Porpoise, which is you have to get 3 dolphins to follow your boat at the same time, which I also will have a video up for very shortly. So definitely make sure to stay tuned for those 2 videos. But anyways, as you're continuing just to hug the right wall, we're going to be going over to that left island here next. But we're going to hug the right wall here, and we're going to come over here. Now there's going to be one treasure here. It's going to be the first treasure of the chapter. So when you get off the boat here, just kind of stay to the right side here and just climb up the little wall. You'll see a broken box in the back right corner here. And the treasure is going to be, I believe it's either right next to it. It might be inside of it, but it's right next to the broken box. You can see it right here behind this second tree. Yep, okay. It's right in front of the barrel. But anyways, grab that, and then you're going to want to turn around and go to that island that's right off to the left where we were originally, where I pointed that out originally.
Time to go.
Look at you. I'm having to keep up with you now.
So on this island right here, we're actually going to grab 3 collectibles here. We're going to grab a note first, then a journal entry, and then we're actually going to go underwater and go swimming with the fishes and grab a treasure. So right here, now just a warning, Nate kind of walks slow on this island. I don't really explain, or I don't know why. I can't explain why. But right here, right in front of all this wreckage right here, you will open up a little box, and it'll be a note. And then from here, we're just going to want to turn to the left and just stay on the sand and walk all the way around until you get closer to the ship that's over there. And this is the part that I was talking about where Nate just kind of walks really slow until he's done talking. I do apologize for that. I wish I could fast forward it, but I wanted to make sure that you guys knew exactly where you were going, because this chapter was confusing. It was very difficult to find the treasures and the collectibles as it was. So I just definitely didn't want you guys to go through the same struggle that I went through. So as you make your way back here, when you look up to the top here, you will see, once you get close enough, it'll see right there. You just hit triangle, and it'll be a journal entry. Now from right there, just jump right in the water right there in front of you, and swim down. And it's right in the front of the ship, right on the top floor here. You can go up bottom there, but then you can actually go up to the top floor. Go up to the top floor, and it's right here, right next to this pillar. Okay, but guys, from anyway, from right there, you're just gonna get back in your boat, and you're gonna follow the story path pretty much. You're gonna drive around and hug the right wall, and then you're going to come over here and you're going to see this left landing right over here to the left. Now this is where you need to go for the story to start the next portion of it, which it's all pretty self-explanatory. You just got to get up to that tower. But before you do all that, grab these 3 collectibles over here. It's going to be a journal note and then 2 treasures on this island. Now, believe it or not, the very last collectible of this chapter will be on this same island, just it will not be available until you do what you have to do for the story, and you'll see why when we get there. But right here, this guy tied to the log is going to be our journal entry, and then the next one is actually like 10 feet away from us. Turn it right around, and right underneath this little rock is going to be a treasure. And then we are just going to, from there, we're just going to walk a little bit to the left, and we're actually going to follow the island wall around to the right to this little cave. And then right in the cave on the right-hand side, as soon as you get there, it will be the treasure. But anyways, right after this, just go right back to the boat. I actually did it before I even continue with the story at this point. I just got right back to the boat. And we're just going to turn around. We're going to grab 2 more. One we kind of drove past.
Sam, let's go.
If you went the same way I did. Just turn the boat right around. No, don't worry about Sam. He will, every time you get in the right behind the wheel there, he will reappear there. But right around to the right, there's going to be this little lip right there. I almost didn't see it and kind of missed it. But right here, we're going to grab another treasure. And then we're actually going to get back in the boat, which you'll see here in just a second. Sam kind of gets behind the wheel and starts to like back away, and I actually ended up having to swim back to the boat. Hope that doesn't happen to you guys. But right back here, behind the tree line, will be a golden cat statue from what it looks like. But right there, as you can see, Sam's just kind of backing up and not coming towards me for some reason. But if that happens, just swim to the boat. And when you get back in the boat, we're actually going to head, actually where the boat is facing right now, we're going to head straight. We're actually going to climb up on a little ledge over here. So just stay straight here and go in between these 2 rocks. And then we're basically going to go through this cave entrance, this cave-looking entrance, excuse me. And right on the side of the wall, you can kind of see it. I'm sure you might have noticed it if you drove past it before, but there's a little lip that we can grab. Just park your boat the best you can next to it. Hope Sam doesn't take off with it. Just jump right up here and then grab the ledge, and you're just going to follow it all the way up and over to the right. And actually, you don't even actually need to get on the ledge to grab it. You just need to climb up to the top here. But I jumped off and did a cannonball, which I did keep the footage of, because why not? It's fun. But anyways, continue on with the story. You're going to go back to that island that you were on. You're going to go up to the tower, and you're going to end up coming to an area like this, where there's going to be a gate in front of you, and you and Sam are going to be talking. But right from here, you're just going to keep going down this staircase. We're going to jump off and go to the right here. Then we're going to jump up 1 platform, and it's going to be right there on the right. I'm sure you guys can see it sparkling. And there's the next treasure. So the very next one is going to be a little later on. You're going to have to, find your way around this area and do what you're going to have to do. But once you pick Sam up and he goes across this bridge and it breaks, it'll give you something to climb. So I'm just kind of letting them talk it out. But as soon as that happens, just climb up this side of the bridge. And you're just going to jump across from over here.
Hey, you still there?
And then it's going to be right over to the left here in this little nook here underneath where we're heading. But the very next one is going to be pretty much from this location. I just kind of cut it out right here just because you got to walk a good like 40 feet. And I just right down here, when Sam has to help you up right here, you're just going to walk straight across, and this is going to be an optional conversation with Sam. You're just going to want to walk straight across here, and you're going to want to go all the way out to the point out here. And it'll start a optional conversation.
Nice view.
You didn't hear me?
When?
Back there. I called out to you.
I didn't hear you. Why, were you worried?
I was worried you got distracted.
I'm distracted now.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Shall we?
Yeah, let's.
So after that, you're going to do a lot of climbing, a lot of rope swinging and figure out where you got to get to. But eventually you will come to this tower here.
Find this.
And once you get here, you're just going to walk up and you're going to go right inside. And then it's going to be right here on the left. Now the very next set of like 4 that we're actually going to do is going to be right once you get to the top of the tower that I'm in right now. Now this took me a few tries. You got to be careful when you're swinging across this right here. This is the top of the tower that we were just in. When you're swinging across, if you hit the mud and start sliding down, hit restart checkpoint and try to jump it again. You want to try to land on this platform so we can go over here before we go down the mudslide to grab this treasure. Now from this location, we're just going to jump right down and we're going to go ahead and slide down the mudslide here to our left. And once we get down, we're actually going to go to the left and we're going to climb up and rope swing across to grab another treasure. So once you get over here, on the left-hand side of the wall, you'll see the brown things that you can grab onto over here. Got a little lost here. Kind of forgot what I was doing when I get to the top here. I don't really quite remember what I was doing while recording this. But right there, you just got to swing across right here. I actually almost got right here inside this bowl here. But right there on the lip of it will be your next treasure. Now, basically from this location, I'm just gonna cut out me swinging back over basically. But all you're gonna do is swing back over, and you're actually gonna get right back to the bottom of the mudslide that we just went down. This is the mudslide that we just came down to take a left. You're gonna see this. Now this is story path. Now this is kind of the way that you got to go, anyways, to follow the story. But we're gonna grab a journal entry right here. We're gonna drop down here. Now before you get swing happy, look up, and at the tip of that guy's weapon, you will see the triangle prompt for the journal entry. Now we can go and get swing happy. So we're actually going to swing twice here. We're actually going to catch this, and then we're going to have to catch this other one. But before you just drop down, climb up a little bit, and we're actually going to want to jump into this where the statue's feet is. There's going to be a treasure right here at the bottom of his feet. So once you grab that, then you want to grab the swing here and go all the way down. And then you're going to want to go to this door right here on your left. Right here. Now this is going to trigger a optional conversation. Now you have to interact with everything in this room. I am obviously going to show you guys how to interact with everything. But the first one right there is the journal entry. So you just want to interact with everything, and then you want to go to another room and interact with the table in the other room for the optional conversation to come up. I'm going to stop talking at this point and let you guys just watch this part to make sure you guys get everything that you need to interact with right here. Sam kind of got in my way there. But just do as I do, and you will get the optional conversation.
Well, brown prints. Sam, check it out. Look, pirate captain's sigils.
All gathered around Avery.
Avery and two, holding court over their captains.
Looks like they're writing their code of conduct.
Pirate Bill of Rights. It's Avery's ship.
They're fancy.
Yeah, attacking the Gunsway.
That's how it all started. Nathan, this is the story of the founding of Libertalia.
It's really well made. Lots of supplies in here. Tools, seeds.
Provisions probably past their sell-by date. So what the hell was this place?
staging ground of some kind.
Oh my God, it's where they planned Libertalia.
Question still stands. Did they actually go through with it?
I mean, they must have. Look at all this. You don't commit your entire life to something just to walk away from it at the end.
Yeah, well, things don't always go as planned.
Okay, so as soon as you're done with all that, I know that's a lot, but once you're done with all that, you're just going to want to come back this way. We're going to go swimming one more time down here. And you are just going to come up this little path right here, and we are going to find a treasure right here on the ground here. Now, the very last collectible in this chapter, in chapter 12, will be after you do the planet puzzle and after you come back to this island. This is the island that I was telling you about earlier that we were on before. You will lift up this statue of Avery, and the statue itself will be our final journal entry and our final collectible of chapter 12. But I really hope you guys found this useful, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe.